Oh, geez. This one's gonna be rough.
Man.
Oh, man. Yeah. This one's gonna be rough, guys. Oh, this topic's very sensitive to me. Sometimes I just gotta level with you guys and be vulnerable. And it's not a weakness, it's definitely a sign of strength. So, let's get into this. Oh, so let me ask you guys this. All right, I want you to be honest with me. When's the last time a man in your life actually told you he wasn't okay? Not, I'm good, bro, or I'm fine. He actually just straight up told you, I'm not okay. I'm not doing good. And it's funny because you have to really think about it, because most of you probably can't really remember it. But it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And I don't hold it against anybody. But I really feel like it's because we've literally fostered and just trained an entire generation of men to perform strength instead of ask for help. It's almost like we're judged based off what you produce, what you can produce, and how you perform, and the manner that you perform. That's just what it feels like. Look, I'm just gonna open up to you guys in this video. We're gonna get into it, and I apologize, especially for any of my female viewers out there, but this one's more tailored to the men, and that's only because that's what I am. I'm a man, so I can relate to that one. I can't speak on, I'm not even gonna try to or attempt to speak on the women, but I can speak for the men, and that's just because I am one. And this is I'm just gonna speak on just how I feel and experiences and just what even I'm going through. And it happens. And sometimes we gotta be vulnerable out there, and you gotta put stuff out there, and you never know who can learn from it and who can benefit for it. And you guys know my channel's, this is a cave wall, and I'm putting it out there for the masses. So long after I'm gone off this earth and moved on, it'll always be there, a click, a link for generations and generations to come. So this is my cave wall, and let's get into this. So what's up, everybody? Hey, if you're new here, my name's Gabe. I'm a senior leader in the military, active duty. Just had my 15-year anniversary, so 15 years strong. When I just came off from being a first sergeant. And in that time, and in my time in the military as a leader, I've led soldiers to be warfighters, and in warfighting situations, and through loss, and through everything in between. And I can tell you, I have literally met some of the loneliest men in my career. And you know what's funny is they were never the ones without people. They were the ones that were surrounded by people. The exact opposite. They had a unit, they had a team, they had a family, they had a full house. But in certain times, they had nobody to call. And to me, I call that an isolation mask. It's literally just a mask. It's a mask that you're fronting, and you're making it look like strength. But in the reality, it's just a man wearing a mask who was literally trained to not need anybody. And I'm gonna be vulnerable here and let you guys know that I myself suffered through this and still do. It still eats me up sometimes because I was one of those that was just brought up to not depend on anybody. Make my way, figure it out. Those were the terms, just figure it out. And it was always the expectation like, oh, G, yeah, he's good. He's good, yeah. Dude's solid. Nothing can, yeah, he's good. Let's worry about this. Don't worry about G, he's good. But sometimes we gotta accept the reality that, hey, we're wearing a mask. When you gotta be true to yourself, and you gotta be brutally honest with yourself. And I'm being brutally honest with you guys. And yeah, I definitely was one and still struggle with that. When it's crazy because you can always think you're good, but you're not good. It takes repetition, it takes reps. It's like training in the gym. You gotta put in the work, you gotta put in the time, you gotta condition yourself. And that's what it is. And I wanted to talk about that with you guys. The Surgeon General already called loneliness a public health crisis. Literally 1 in 2 Americans report feeling lonely on a regular basis. And that's not nothing new. That's not new information to most of you. I'm pretty sure you already knew that. But here's what that really means, is that men are dying from it at a rate almost nobody talks about. Suicide is one of the most leading causes of death to men under the age of 45 than cancer and accidents. This, loneliness, is the source. And you know what's crazy is like, I really feel like it's not because us as men don't have problems that are worth talking about. That's a lie. We're flooded with them. Literally, we're flooded with them. And if any of you men are out there like me, your mind battles stuff constantly, especially as like a single father. Everybody's situation is obviously different, but as me, it's like, dude, you're a father away from your son. You're separated. Your career has taken you away from your family. You don't have that community that you grew up with. So you have to build it. And then guess what? A couple years later, you got to build it again and build it again and build it again. So yeah, your mind is going to go places and you're going to fight it and you're going to fight it. So it's not that we don't have those problems. I'm using myself in this example in there. I'm pretty sure you guys have your own problems, and I know we can relate on that. We definitely do. I know you're fighting shit in your head. I know you are. But the real question is, do you have somebody who you feel safe enough to say it to? I think that's a reality. That's a reality. That's a real question we got to ask ourselves, especially as men. Do we have somebody we feel safe enough to say it to? As a leader in the military, you can get so task-oriented. You're so like, I got to get this done. We got to get this. We got to get ready for this meeting. We got to go here. And you're trying to do all of that and still take care of your team, take care of your soldiers, and take care and be present. And I'll tell you, and the soldiers see it. The soldiers see it. They see you're busy. They see it. They know at that level, they know what's expected of you. But I'll tell you, one thing that always stuck out to me and a learning point for me that I've always learned is, when I tell you guys there's power in presence and there's multiple forms of presence, it's because I've actually lived it. And I've had soldiers who you knew something was off. Something didn't feel right. Something was off because they're not only soldiers, that's their job. They're human beings. That's a man, that's a woman, that's a father, that's a mother, that's a husband, that's a wife, that's a girlfriend, that's a boyfriend, that's a son, that's a daughter. They're human beings. And they have real emotions. They have real thought process. They fight the same battles that we all fight. And I knew this, and I knew something was wrong with one of my soldiers that comes to mind. And he was a squared away soldier, super squared away. On paper, hit all the marks. But I knew something was off. And I knew that when I asked him, "Is everything okay?" I knew already in my mind what answer he was going to give me. "I'm good. I'm fine, Sergeant. I'm fine." But when I established that presence, the presence that brings connection, and I knew that, let me be an ear, let me listen. That's all. I'm not going to judge anything. I'm going to take the NCO hat. I'm just going to be an ear to this soldier. And I asked him, "No, man, you can be real with me." And I looked around and said, "There's no one else here. You can be real with me, seriously. And I'm asking you because I care, not because this is what the book tells me to say, or this is what the book wants me to ask. No, I'm asking you as a man to another man, are you good, dude?" And when his response to me was a learning point, because he straight up said, "To be honest with you, Sergeant, I'm not." And I'm not going to go into the whole details, but that response right there, that was like a huge breaking point that really stood out to me and touched me. And it let me know that whenever I tell you guys there's power and presence, now you get in a real story application as to why I say that. Because I lived it, and that's how I've lived it. In one form that really comes to mind, still to this day. So there's a true art in listening and being an ear, and hear those problems. Hear those problems. So I'll be straight up with you guys. Hey, if this is landing with any of you, seriously, that tells me that you either already know somebody, or you know a man out there who can relate or going through this, or hey, you know what, maybe you're one of these people yourself, you know, and maybe it's you. Either way though, hey, I would really appreciate it. Drop it in the comments. Seriously, drop it in the comments. I literally read every single one. I read every single one. And this could literally, and I'll tell you right now that this comment section can be like the most real thing out there. And there's nothing wrong with that. I appreciate it. Check on me so I can check on you. That's what I always say. And of course, hey, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the links in the description and all that stuff. But either way, please do not hesitate to comment. Most importantly, comment and be real. Be brutally honest. and be honest in a community or in a forum where we can engage each other. We seriously can. You don't believe me? Go look at any of my videos. You can see I respond to literally almost all my comments. So you don't believe me? Try me, test me. But so moving onward, here's the part that's definitely going to make a lot of you defensive. I already know this, and it's going to probably rustle some feathers. But I really feel like we built this society. I wouldn't even say society. Society is kind of an abstract way of putting it. But we as men built this culture where the worst thing you can do to another man is call him weak. Literally, we fostered that culture since we were boys to men. And I can speak for me because this is what I experienced. And one of the fastest ways to be called weak was literally exploiting your struggle. That was. Come out of the wood line and say you're struggling or you need help and you can't do it on your own, and then you're labeled weak. Isn't that crazy? Doesn't that blow your mind? Especially now, dude, we're 2026. Are you kidding me? Look at the shape of the world. It's just getting worse every day. And because of that, I feel some men don't say it anymore. Men don't say it. Now it's like, hey, you gotta perform. Or joke about it. That's what I always see. Hey, they're joking about it. Or they're numbing it with work or with the gym or even with scrolling. That's a big thing. Scrolling, and with anything that doesn't require them to sit down with another human being and be vulnerable and just share. Be vulnerable and share. I'll tell you what, that's the real deal right there. And you know what's sad is because of that, you're seeing these men who are making these bad decisions. They keep it in and they fight these battles in their mind, and sometimes they're losing them. And when they lose them, it leads to a result of rage, emotional reaction, an affair, the bottle, and silence that just nobody can explain later on. So there's definitely a reaction. And when you fight that battle and you lose it, there's no telling what it leads to. We just saw Paris Hilton, like it or not, like him, hate him, whatever. But the dude had a battle in his mind. He was fighting a battle. That's just the reality, team. Oh, time for a Zen, that's for sure. Don't judge. Okay, so obviously we know this is a big issue, and it's a big issue. I live it, I've seen it, and now it's just more of like, the question you gotta ask yourself is now what's the solution? Every good leader, you present the issue, now you also present the solution. We identified the issue, now what's the solution? And this one's a little bit tough, this one's tricky, because it literally is now you're basically like gonna try to be your own therapist, when in reality that's not true. There's literally therapists who are educated and understand all this, and this is their job. But for us as humans, we need that resiliency, the perseverance, the discipline, just the basic human instincts, especially as men. And here's what I do to help me. And I've come up to 3 different points, and something that I learned from experience, now what I try to apply myself, because this is gonna be an ongoing battle. Like it or not, this is gonna be an ongoing battle. Until the day you die, this is gonna be something you're always gonna have to battle as a man. I'm sorry, but that's just the reality. But 1, okay, find your 2. That means if you don't already have 2 individuals, 2 human beings that you can call at any time, and they will come knocking on your door to talk to help you, to hear you, be an ear, to listen. If you don't have those 2 human beings, at least 2, a minimum of 2, then that needs to be your priority. Screw whatever New Year's resolution you had to get the new car or the Corvette or whatever, build a stock portfolio. You know what? Here's what really matters. Build a circle. 2 individuals, at a minimum of 2 human beings that you can call. And if you have those people, hey, kudos to you. I salute you. Good job. Now foster that relationship. Keep it growing. Keep throwing that wood in the fire and keep it burning. Go get a cup of coffee, engage them. But if you don't, let that be one of your priorities the rest of this year, 2026. Because I'll tell you this, guys, look at the data. The world is not getting any easier. So we're gonna need to depend on those circles more than we depend on AI or anything else, okay? Keep that in mind. And number 2, okay, ask better questions. Be the one to ask better questions, okay? Don't ask the normal script, you good, all right? Hey man, you good? Take it from me. As a leader, as an NCO in the Army, okay? Take it from me. Don't settle for that. That's a script. Because when you ask that, I can already tell you You already know the response before you even ask the question. You already know what you're gonna get. I'm good, I'm fine, I'm good. No, ask better questions. And a good example, hey, what's actually been on your mind this week? Hey, what's been on your mind lately? Hey man, what's been on your mind lately? And I challenge you, ask a question like that and just see where the conversation goes. Just see where it goes. And of course, number 3, be the first to go. One of the big leadership characteristics that I look for in my NCOs and my leaders is discipline initiative. It's to me, one of the most powerful characteristics as a leader in the military. Discipline initiative. How do you act when the right answer is not around you? When the guidance isn't there? How do you conduct yourself? What type of initiative do you take? Because you're the one in charge. So I need to trust that you're gonna make those decisions. So be the first to go. Don't always just wait for the person who's struggling to be the first to go. Because in my experience, that's usually the one that's already hiding, and they're not gonna be the one to go first. So don't hesitate and be the one to go first. Establish a connection. There's power in presence, but let your presence give some connection too. Watch where it goes. I promise you. So like it or not, this isn't a video about being soft. No, don't get it twisted. I've led men in some of the worst conditions a human being can experience in different places, different regions around the world. And I can tell you that even the strongest men that I've served with were usually the ones who could say, I need help, and without flinching. And that always stood out to me. And to me, that's not a weakness. Exposing your vulnerability, that's not weakness. That's strength. That's leadership. I always appreciated whenever one of my NCOs would come into my office as a first sergeant and just want to talk to me to get guidance, get mentorship, and say, hey, First Sergeant, I'm stuck here. I need some assistance. I need some guidance or that mentorship. And don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Chaos isn't the enemy. We have to think to me, that's what finding comfort in chaos is about. Chaos isn't the enemy. Isolation. Now, isolation, take it from me, I live this, but isolation is the real enemy. And the only way through it is another person who actually knows what's going on with you. So that circle. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. And in closing, you already know, but if you don't already know who I am, or don't know me, I'm Gabe. I'm a senior leader, active duty military. I'm a father, and I'm a common sense dude on YouTube. And if this hits you, please hit the subscribe button. And most importantly, share it with somebody or a guy out there who you know needs to hear this and just won't ask for it himself. And like I said, I can only speak for the men because that's what I am. I'm a man. But if this did hit you, please, by all means, drop something in the comments. I would love to hear it, and I would love to engage with you guys. And here's the question I'll ask you. When was the last time you actually told somebody you weren't okay? Please drop it in the comments. I definitely want to know. In the meantime, guys, do your push-ups, take your vitamins, drink your water, and continue to find comfort in your chaos, guys. And team, I'm praying for you, all right? And I'll see you on the next one.